Okay, so I wanted to do a really quick update on the hood project that I had. I was going to upload a whole bunch of footage, but it ended up actually screwing up on it, on the actual hood itself, so I made a few mistakes. So I basically wanted to go over a few of the things that I should have done, what I could have done to prevent it in wasting a bunch of material. Now, I could save it, the hood that I already made, but it actually is already so... I don't want to have any air pockets in the part itself. But I do like to say, great time last week. I went to the Ocala Want to Go Fast event. A bunch of the other YouTubers were out there, major car guys. You had vehicle versions out there. You had Kyle from Boosted Boys. You had Brent, which is the dyno mechanic that you see on Boosted Boys' video. There's also Rob Ferretti. There's a bunch of other big YouTubers out there too. That Dude in Blue. And right now I can't think of the other ones right now. But so anyways, I want to go over a few of the mistakes that I made. So as you can see right now, I'm actually working on building another hood right now. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over what I'm doing now to mess up some, or make some of the mistakes go away for the next time. So what I had is I took my actual real hood, put it on top of the mold itself, vacuum bagged it down, and helped try to crush the corner in here. So with the tech stream and with the this weave, or not weave, but this woven stuff, it is so hard for the actual fibers to get down into the crevice that I was starting to get bridging, and it was also getting filled with resin, which I'll show you right on here. I know it's going to be hard to see, but that is actually all filled with resin. There's actually a chip there, if my camera could focus on there. Let me see. Nope. Anyways, so this is actually all filled with resin here. And then so the carbon actually bends, goes around the corner, and then the resin actually filled all this void in here. So that's one of the issues. The other issues that I had on the hood is in between this layer here and the next layer above that is a foam core, which I have a piece right here. So this is the 1/8 inch foam core. There is no perforations in this, so there's no way when I have this down for the resin to actually flow through here and fill the void of this skin. So yes, the top layer gets completely saturated, but then you also have an issues with the resin not saturating through there, which I'll show you onto the hood that was completed. Move this other hood out of the way. So you can see it's nice and shiny here, but up here, a lot of the resin is dry. So another way to get around that is to actually perforate your foam core quite a bit. I would say probably a hole, an 1/8 inch hole about every inch or so, to actually allow that resin to fully saturate through the foam and into your carbon fiber underneath. My carbon does not resin soak very well because there's no crimping or anything for the resin to actually flow in and out of the weaves. Another thing that I ran an issue into is all I ran was breather cloth on top of my release agents. So my peel ply, my silk, and all that stuff, all I ran was a 4 mil breather cloth, which I didn't run any flow mesh, which this time I did learn. I have flow mesh this time. Now I did get the most, I guess, channel ridden of the flow mesh on the market, so that now I'm going to have that thing fully saturated. And I won't have to worry about the areas that are dry on the hood. Now, I don't know if you can see it in the camera. The other thing is on the back side of this hood, I did make relief areas for the actual vents, my future vents are going to go in place. So on here, you can actually see right where the carbon fiber was pushed in a certain manner, right where the foam core is. That's not in the skin on the actual resin itself. That part's all shiny, but that's actually it crimping underneath of there and causing disruptions. So for me to fix that issue, what I'm going to do this time is I'm actually going to lay up my first 2 layers of carbon, resin soak the whole thing, so I'm going to vacuum infuse the whole entire thing. Then on my next step, I will put down my foam core. Then I will put my 2 layers of carbon on top of that, plus my hinge mounts over here, and then infuse that whole section. So I'm going to do a 2-part method of actually infusing it in 2 different manners. And that will get rid of that areas all around the sections. So I know it takes up a lot more consumables and stuff, but you might as well build the hood correctly and not waste the money on making the mistakes like I did. Now I'll show you the back side of this hood, which it actually turned out pretty good. So there's the back half. So here I have my aero latches. I have my air vent there and there and there. And so that's all taken care of. And then I also ran, so right where your foam core ends, this has an extra couple layers of carbon that's actually underneath of here, very, very thick carbon, because this is very much going to be all cut out up to about 1 inch from the edge of the foam, which is going to give you enough area for the actual screws to screw into or the mounting hardware, just like for the aero latches. The aero latches actually have a 32 thousandths doubler built inside of here that's all been primed with the special epoxy primer. And then after the hood is made, I will cut the holes on both of them, do the same thing like you normally do on a hood, but now you have a 1 inch piece of aluminum that goes right around that to help try to give that strength to that area right where it's going to be bonded to. Other than that, I have carbon tape that goes right here to match the thickness of the foam out to the actual edge of the carbon, because after you trim it, you do not want the foam to be exposed to the atmosphere, or else you'll start deteriorating that foam, and then you will not have any more strength there, because now your 2 layers of carbon are being separated by nothing because your foam's completely eaten away. So that is a few of the things I wanted to give you guys an update on. I'm going to try and infuse the hood here in the next probably day or so. Tonight I'm actually going out to a car meet. It's Tuesday night, but I'm not going to do it tonight. Lately I've been working a lot at work, trying to make up some hours and stuff, trying to get my 60 hours or plus, and I basically do the same exact thing at work, but on a pre-preg level. So I just want to give you guys an update. Thank you for all the rest of the YouTubers that showed up at the Wanna Go Fast. And thank you guys. Look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.